Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Talking about power vocals, ladies and gents.
What a day, right?
Some of perhaps Big Mama is perhaps some of the best power vocalists in the world, and there's a good argument for them being the best power vocalist group ever. So they just went to It's Life. We love this show, and it's literally like they happened today. So let's give it a watch. I love that band. I love those women. So
let's go. Hello, ladies. Yes. I love to see them making music and out and about.
Awesome.
It's just the best.
Awesome. they're bringing that like vocal level back.
Yes, it's like they're putting it back into the Big Mama. Hello, get closer, baby.
저희가 It's Live의 발음 괜찮습니까?
We got
It doesn't have subtitles.
It's too new.
That's how. Oh yeah.
순간이에요. 네. 이렇게 밴드와 정말 오랜만에 공연처럼 노래를 할 수 있게 돼서
Oh, first time in a while. Let's go.
저희가 또 새 앨범이 나오죠.
Yes.
그러니까 왔지.
That's why we came.
따끈따끈한 신곡을 들고 여러분을 찾아뵈러 왔어요.
You look at them and they're like totally chilling. Like you wouldn't think the voices that come out of these women.
타이틀곡을 아무렇지 않은 척 들어주세요. 아무렇지 않은 척.
Did she just really say that? I love them. Dude.
Oh,
Come on,
stay,
get
stay,
close. I love
them.
it.
They're awesome. Mental. Imagine that's actually the genre I'm gonna sing.
No, it's not. It's not. Get ready for some power vocals, baby. We're matching. We're all matching.
Oh, true.
Oh, yes.
Specifically planned for Big Mama.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, really big fans of these women.
Okay, sorry. Can you turn up, brother? Turn the hell up.
Maybe here.
It's all the way up.
Oh.
There's no more up.
You turned it down. Hold on. Got the volume up.
Yeah, I did. Put it back. Start again. Oh yeah. Now we feel like we're here. Yes.
I gotta turn it down.
Oh, what a bass. Look at the woman's posture. What a beautiful singing demeanor.
God.
You know what I mean? It's like these voices be coming out of these women.
And that's what's peculiar about them, and I think they deserve all the love and support in the world, is because they still bring in this kind of a much more traditional way of approaching songs. Yes, that's probably a good argument, but it's certainly highlighting different aspects of singing that have kind of been lost in this new era of this revolutionized era of modern technological advancements which lead to the detachment of traditional singing techniques.
Indeed.
And having a group that's so orthodox in that manner, and they're obviously pinnacle level singers, they're top level elite singers. It's really refreshing because there's not many groups right now that have that. There is an argument that well, actually, no, there isn't. I don't think there is an argument to say that there's another group out there like Big Mama at the moment.
I don't think so.
The obvious kind of and even the girls say themselves, like Mama Moo's obviously another group that's vocal wise, they're amazing. By the way, tune in tomorrow. We're doing a podcast on Rainbows entertainment, but they have certainly commercialized themselves, and that's why they're so fucking famous.
That's right.
But to see them be back,
it's just such an organic display of vocal pedigree as well as vocal textures and acrobatics and crazy power vocals, and I think overall it's
textbook technique.
Exactly what it's. I think it's so refined in each one of them that when you see it together, it's like, whoa, you're seeing really high level singing that is textbook perfection, given the difficulty and the amount of work that they have to put in for the songs that they do. obviously it makes them unstoppable, like an unstoppable force. Because if you can have one power vocalist, imagine what you can do with four.
Mental.
Longevity wise,
Like,
this is like they're immortal from this moment on.
And it's also it highlights as well the huge requirements and the kind of specific taste that the Korean music industry has. Like the market, the people that listen to music also do have a somewhat high level of understanding of music.
That's right.
Because these were the pinnacle groups that, you know, a lot of
Shaped.
people grew up listening
That's
to, and that
right.
shaped the industry in terms of vocal
Demand,
yeah. Right? So it's crazy that because people usually that are this good don't become famous.
That's correct.
You know, that's what's really weird. Sometimes, like, people who are the most critically acclaimed aren't the most popular.
Especially with the pedigree of singing, that like the level of technical singing that they've got is very theater trained, is very classical approach to these things. So yeah, this wouldn't be the faces that you see in your cereal box every morning. You know what I mean?
But they became that, and the fact that now they're getting so much support again in their I guess return to the scene. It's amazing, and it says a lot about the Korean music industry and positive things.
Yes. Also her nails.
후회만 했어 네가 없이는 안 되겠어 너에게 못해준 게 난 많이 있는데
What a voice!
넌 아무렇지 않은 듯이 살 수 있나 봐 난 아무렇지 않은 척 해봐도 죽을 것 같아 웃겨이게 그리고 셀 수 없이 보고 싶어 혹시라도 돌아올까봐 아직도 나는 너만 기다려
Oh gosh. It's freaking beautiful.
Just look at their postures. They're
Yes.
all so grounded and well balanced.
Yes, actually, it's really clever to look at this. If you're gonna, you see different footwear as well, so that that depicts a different set of challenges for each singer. But you're also seeing a very aligned upper body posture
Yeah.
for all of them. So in this case, you have a little bit of leaning back, sinking into the hip. That allows for more grounding, more back anchoring right in between her shoulder blades. In this case, you have a very stable double feet on the floor, so her hips are leveled, but she's touching her tummy, so there's a lot of
Feedback.
physical feedback here. This is just pinnacle singing perfection. Her shoes are literally feet width apart, hip width apart. Her chest is really nice and lifted. She's got this really beautiful neck anchoring that's really pulling back, and this is just so relaxed.
Pinnacle
She is
foundation of the group.
That's right.
Yeah.
She is so synced, so grounded in that particular case. So you have such a beautiful lineup of postures,
Yep.
and that alone dictates what type of level of singing you're about to be delivered. If you hadn't heard anything up to this point, and you were just watching the pictures display, you would know.
These are elite singers.
Exactly, you would know that the level of singing is just incredible.
And maybe I use that sentence too much, that it takes away its power. The thing is, we do check out quite a few elite singers on the channel. But this is what I mean by elite. It's this top quality of everything. There's no detail that goes on unseen. There's no technique that it's not refined. They are pinnacle singers, which is crazy.
It is kind of...
It's like masters at work.
Yeah, it is. It really is. You see how comfortable she is? So grounded.
She's the only one that doesn't sway.
She's such an emotional singer. Oh, the vocal arrangements though. is such a giver. Oh, I love the gospel arrangements. They're so great with
That's
this
what
thing.
is so interesting.
They makes them so good.
To know, right? What were their influences growing up, and most importantly, when they became a group at the beginning of their careers, what was trending in those moments? What were the charts filled with? I do know that still the most popular artists and most popular genre in Korea, it's ballads. Is regardless of popular belief, the most popular artists in Korea aren't groups, are genuinely soloist balladeers.
That's right.
So when they became Big Mama, I wonder not only in their growing up how they reached that level of singing, but also what was happening in the industry in that moment.
Yeah, that would be a great indicator of a lot of the influences that still carry today.
They were late 90s, early 2000s.
That's right.
So
I don't know, R&B influences, but it's just
gospel. How were you
that's
listening
not crazy,
to that?
but that's kind of crazy to think though, because the gospel influences were kind of dying off by the 90s, the late 90s. You weren't hearing your R&B from the 90s didn't have that strong of a gospel arrangements.
Well, maybe it wouldn't be a far jump to say that maybe they went to church, right, and they would hear choir, and then in some of these choirs they had instruments and they would play with choirs, and that naturally leads to gospel sometimes.
Could be, yes. That would be the easiest.
Yeah, it wouldn't be far to
translation,
say, obviously gospel is one of the things that, if you want to find out what true gospel is like, you have to go to the US and you have to go to a predominantly Afro-American church.
That's right. Yes,
you fucking find out what gospel is.
What true gospel,
yeah, but it's not crazy to say that thousands of miles across, not also given the influence of US, but also the influence of gospel in Catholicism just overall. And religion is universal, so I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how the hell they figure this shit out.
Honestly, I don't know if they arrange a lot of their vocal adornments, ornaments in the songs.
Wouldn't surprise
or
me.
if they have help from musical directors, but
and who are they? If they do, who are they?
Literally, who are these people? But I think it's important to also highlight the difficulty that even if this has been taught by someone else, where to go and what to do, the dynamics are so they're so explosive that you cannot be off by a millimile. You have to be on point every single
Millimeter,
time.
you mean?
Yeah.
A mini mile. Why not? It's a mile, but mini. Go on.
Dude, hey, listen. I don't speak English all the time. Okay, my brain doesn't
look at this.
work.
Look what Vale's showing. If you'd like to support the podcast and reviews like this, do make sure you go to FitchyFighterStore.com and you can purchase limited edition merchandise. It's only available until February, and it does help, obviously, the podcast. I shout out to everyone already doing it. It's pretty mental that we've sold this many units in this short amount of time.
You guys are amazing.
So thank you so much for placing all your orders, and thanks.
All right. Yes.
Pull it a bit back, please.
Sure, no problem.
I love her voice.
Oh gosh, on the piano. Oh, on the guitar.
Yeah, the drumming was fantastic on this. Pinnacle ballad drumming.
Oh, Big Mama, girls, gosh, what an amazing performance. Oh,
What a
all my
powerful
hairs and my body are like, wow.
That's what power vocals should sound like with
Ooh,
a band live.
goosebumps all over. This is incredible.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Oh,
Oh, you're
thank you, mate.
insane.
감사합니다 to you.
Gosh, that oh. Sorry.
감사합니다 to you, dude.
What? How that was? Wow, this is what I love about watching them.
How-
They just
how would
let
you say-
you forget
You know,
the
like
world
in
exists.
English, it's like if you say, "Oh, thank you," no, thank you. How would you say that in Korean?
아니, 감사합니다.
아니, 감사합니다, 감사합니다. No, 아니, 감사합니다. And then you start a fight based on who's more grateful.
It wouldn't be the first time I've seen that play out in a K-drama.
Yeah, there was 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
But they wouldn't actually
Fight them.
fight
I would
because
punch
of,
you. I win.
Okay.
What, go on.
No, but like because they who's more sorry? That's usually
Oh, the apologies.
Yeah.
Right.
never
It's
mind.
wonderful culture when it comes to that, like respect and. But
It's beautiful for music. I told you that. That's what I know.
well, that's why ballads make it makes sense
Wow.
that culturally that would be the biggest genre.
Demand, yeah.
If you're watching from Korea and you do have any of the answers to the questions we have asked, do feel free to comment them down below. And it really does mean the world that so many people from all over the world watch. So if the more information you have, the more other people can also learn. So, and including ourselves. So thank you so much, guys. And what awesome privilege to be able to even listen to them.
Absolutely. Let us know if there's anything else that you'd like us to check out next down in the comment section below. Goodbye.